We all know what happened with the most recent Charlie Kirk situation, and people are starting to put pieces together and realize that there are certain content creators that promote and encourage things to happen to people that they simply disagree with. And those things that happen that these individuals promote is violence. Hasan, to some people, is a huge promoter of such acts. I don't care how much I disagree with a person. Violence is never the answer. If you attack me with words, I'm going to attack you back with words. Someone was kind enough to put up a montage of Hasan doing what he does best, which I believe is weaponizing his audience against his political opposers or people that genuinely disagree with his statements. His audience will even probably attack me for posting this video, which they've done consistently. That's never going to change. So let's go ahead and hop right into this.
I'm sick and tired of it. Left-wingers, liberals, you need to be fucking showing your opponent's guts on there, okay? You need to be gutting them. You need to be shanking these motherfuckers and letting their intestines just ride on stage. Slice them up. Slice them and fucking dice them. What the fuck is this? Letting their intestines just ride on stage.
Now I'm gonna be fair, that whole video that I just showed you, the clip, that was Hasan talking about another Democrat. But then you have to understand that, does that really matter? The main point is that Hasan encourages violence against people he disagrees with. Some people say, right? Some people say. Did that not sound threatening to you all? Does this not reflect what recently happened? Is this a person that should be platformed? If you were to say the same thing, if someone you were to watch to say the same thing, could they get away with this? That's what pisses people off. Hasan is never going to be the guy in the trenches. And hold up, before I go on that rant, it gets worse. It gets worse. But anyways, Hasan is never going to be the person that's actually down there fighting. He's going to encourage a revolution. And he's never going to pick up a gun. This isn't the guy that's going to be in the trenches fighting from neighborhood to neighborhood with you. He will be the person that sits on his ass, promotes you to do something stupid. No, he's going to promote you to ruin your life so you can create generational curses, okay? You go out there, you commit a crime, you ruin your family and your bloodline. Meanwhile, he's sitting back getting hundreds of dollars of donations a second, making more money than you do in your lifetime. What a fucking retard. People are so stupid. Some of you guys are fucking stupid. Does that make any sense to you? Anyone would think this. If you're a reasonable person and you heard what I just said and you absorbed it, you'd be like, oh, okay, this is making sense. But guess what, fellas? Like I said, it gets worse. It gets worse.
Yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers in a video game. Sorry. Holy shit. Murder those motherfuckers in the street. Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist bloods, dude. If you cared about Medicare fraud or Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott. Kill Rick Scott.
I'm gonna kill you with my AR-15. Like, that's the type of messages they were leaving in this dude's office, and he's resigning. Like, he's literally, this is his last term. You actually wrote about this, and it was a great video where you talked about, someone has to do it. See, when I say that, everyone knows exactly what I mean. Which is, I think that shows that there is a lot of anger, a lot of resentment, and untapped potential, untapped revolutionary potential, as a matter of fact.
Who would have thought? Kill them in a video game or kill them in GTA. We all know what that means, fellas. That's just a simple way to get away with threatening people, creating chaos, and still not, quote-unquote, violate Twitch's TOS. And Twitch has a hard-on for Hasan, bro. They're not gonna do anything to him. Like, he's literally saying kill. Like, how obvious can we be, man? Like, do we need more evidence than this? All of these clips have been circulating for some time, and he's still able to be platformed. Why don't we cancel him like we do conservative creators, right? Is that fair? Could we cancel Hasan like we do the extremist conservatives? He's the extremist leftist. Is that fair to say? Anyone who threatens government officials so blatantly and so obviously like Hasan should be canceled. Should they still have a platform? Is that okay? Because we do it to conservative creators all the time, right? So let's have it the other way around. A simple request. We have boatloads of fucking evidence.
Not a gamer himself, Clancy mostly watches musicians or talk shows on Twitch. He particularly enjoys leftist political commentator Hasan Piker, who has 2.5 million followers on the platform. I like the frankness and the bluntness, Clancy said. He's comfortable saying what he believes.
Someone has to do it. See, when I say that, everyone knows exactly what I mean.
And this is a part of the reason why he's never going to get banned from Twitch. The CEO likes his content. The CEO of Twitch is going to, what I believe, bullshit his way into finding excuses, finding loopholes for Hasan Piker to stay on Twitch's platform. Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but propaganda has been proven. There are CEOs, there are business owners that take a certain political side, and they're not afraid to say it. And I'm positive if they're not afraid to say it, 9 times out of 10, their product will reflect that. Meaning, if I am a democratic leaning person, I believe in leftist ideology, 9 times out of 10, my platform, whatever I create, is also going to be a reflection of my beliefs. Very rarely do we see platforms, CEOs, that are able to put aside their political beliefs and release or promote a neutral side. That's just not how that works. And I think with social media platforms, they have a certain responsibility to make sure that their political beliefs don't spread out in such a way that it creates unfair practices on their platform. The Twitch CEO is the perfect example of this. And this is why I think Twitch needs complete new management. And I don't believe that you shouldn't be able to express your opinion because that's freedom of speech, right? You are a person outside of your business. But when it leaks into it, as a social media platforms, like I said, I think social media sites and whatnot, they are in their own category to where people, you're not advertised as a leftist platform. You're advertised as an open space for all types of creators, regardless of their political opinion. If you are going to be this biased, just go ahead and advertise Twitch as a leftist democratic platform. End of discussion. Have that somewhere in the TOS. That is fair. But as of now, I don't see anywhere in the TOS to where it says you're going to always be biased and give certain creators that believe in your same political beliefs special treatment. Just put it in the TOS. Make this legal. But let's continue.
The thing we do need to make sure we do, we got to keep attracting younger viewers that, grow up on TikTok, when they're 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, even though they shouldn't be. Happy birthday to you.
What the fuck?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Hasan.
This is crazy.
Happy birthday to you.
There it is, fellas. Yep, singing them happy birthday. That's one of my favorite clips of the Twitch CEO, bro. The biggest dick rider, scumbag, horrible business person of all time, man. He believes in second chances only for certain creators, right? Hasan, this guy's 100th time doing this. I don't know how much the world can take or Twitch's evaluation could take. They are losing money with advertisers. They are going to continuously lose money. At this point, I don't know what Jeff Bezos is doing, bro. It leads me to believe that he's leaning towards the same propaganda, towards the same agenda that Hasan and the Twitch CEO is leaning. Dan Clancy, where the fuck this guy's name is, the porn addict. Hasan is going to keep on promoting this type of behavior until it happens to someone that he likes, until it happens to someone he watches, or himself. And I wish that upon no one. I don't ever want to wake up and see that President Trump was hurt, or President Barack Obama, or former President Barack Obama. I don't, because I don't live on the internet and I'm a fucking content creator. I understand that things have consequences. I don't want a civil war. I don't think that's cool. Everyone, like I said, everyone's just promoting a civil war. Bro, it's cool to promote on the internet. It's completely different to be in it. You're gonna have PTSD, bro. Like, you're gonna be shooting your neighbor, going from street to street, seeing death and blood and turmoil. This civil war shit isn't okay, man. And I hate to see certain creators promote that type of stuff. But you're picking at a bear, all right? I do feel like there's some truth to this that a lot of extremists say. is that, hey, Charlie was one of the laid-back conservatives. He wasn't the extremist type. He was very balanced in his takes at times, right? Sure, he had his moments to where you can say whatever. But hell, if he's leaning towards the right, a lot of his opinions are going to be towards the right. So when you take out a guy that is very peaceful, that try to talk versus, enact on any violence, you create extremists, the very thing that you're trying to destroy, you've essentially created. Now you got more people radicalized. Now you got more people wanting certain things to happen. Hasan is, to me, my personal opinion, the origin of the new upcoming extremist left. All of the young kids that will quote unquote want a civil war, want a fight, want all this dumb shit. Watch Hasan. The Twitch CEO is going to feed the propaganda machine. That shitty ass platform, man. You know, say I call it shit, but I might stream on there. Who knows? See, I'm so realistic, bro. Like, you can't even say I'm not real. I always be honest. I like to call a spade, man. I really wish that there was like another streaming platform that had the potential to blow you up live stream wise, other than Twitch. Yeah, you can say like Facebook. Yeah, you can say X. You can say all these other platforms. But man, Twitch it's a stronghold. So conservative creators, they still have to go over there. They still have to kind of preach their mind and do what they want to do over there. Man, it sucks. The nation just feels so divided. And people like Hasan, they aren't helping. Other than that, let me try to think about this down in the comment section below. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Definitely hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. Peace.